We are joined by Nancy to share her story at the Prather practice. Nancy, what health situation first brought you here to the Prather practice?
Well, when I first came here, my back was very sore and my neck, and a friend referred me, and that's why I first came. But then I found out that there were a lot of other services that could really help my health.
Great. Before you came here, had you tried other options? Had you seen other doctors? And if so, what were those results of seeing those doctors?
Oh my goodness. I cannot count, I can't count on both hands how many specialists I've been to. Not only with my back, but mainly with my health issues, my chronic fatigue, my chronic infections. I had 3 sinus surgeries. I'm on allergy drops. I had ear tubes 3 times, and I had mastoiditis and mastodectomies, and I've had major surgeries. And I still kept getting ear infections, and then I started getting kidney infections, and I was really sick, and it was affecting my life and my work and my career.
Gotcha. What kind of treatments did you receive here? What were the results? Now, I know that you are kind of in the midst of your treatment so far, which is awesome. So kind of share, what you've had done so far and how things have progressed.
Well, the first thing Dr. Prather did was fix my neck. He's an amazing practitioner, and the first thing he did, I didn't even know I had a pinched nerve in my neck, and he fixed it the first time, and it was amazing. I could move my neck for the first time in years, and when I turn, when I drive, and then we start talking about my other health issues, and he suggested having some other tests, and I did, and I saw the nurse practitioner, and I had some other tests done, some blood tests, and some other tests to find out what exactly was going on, because I was really sick. I was really sick. My husband was worried, and I was losing my life. I was sleeping through the weekends just to get through my week. My life was going by me, and I didn't know what else to do. No doctors could help me. All they kept doing was putting me on antibiotics. So that's
kind of like a Band-Aid. We're not getting to the root of the issue.
It was awful. It was awful. And the more antibiotics I got, the sicker I got. And all of a sudden, my drug of choice was antibiotics, and it has been for the last 4 years. It's been a really awful time period in my life. And then that leads to depression, because you think there's something mentally wrong with you when it's not. It's all physical. And I feel like since being here, the first time when I sat down with Lauren on Dr. Prather, I cried, because I said, you can really find out what's going on with me? I want my life back. I was swimming a mile every day at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's how active I've always been. I ride bike 10 miles, I travel, and my life had just stopped for the last 2 or 3 years, and I didn't know why. So I got in treatment based on those tests. Dr. Prather and Lauren, they knew exactly what was wrong with me as soon as I got those tests back, and I started to get treatment, and I kid you not, I started feeling better in 24 hours. 24 hours. And now it's been, my 6th day on this treatment. For the internal problems I'm having, I still feel like a new person. And I know it's only going to get better. I'm still tired. I'm not back to what I used to be, but I don't even remember who that person was anymore. But I'm learning. I'm getting back. I rode 10 miles again last weekend, and I'm so much more effective at my job. It is the worst feeling to have to go to sleep at lunch to get through your work day, and then have to sleep for the weekend just to get through your work week. And my performance is so much better, and my focus is so much better. Everything in my life is different. I can hear the birds. I can feel things like I couldn't feel them before. I can hear things. I can sense things. I was just shut out of the world because I was so sick, and they knew exactly what it was and treated for it. It was amazing. I'm so thankful. I'm really thankful.
That's great. And it's cool to hear that you've only been doing this for 6 days.
6 days.
That's not even, it's just shy of a week. So just multiply that by 4, get you to a month, and that, I know. Just imagine.
I can't wait to, yes.
Sure.
I can't wait to see where I am in 4 weeks, 4 months.
Sure.
In the year. I just can't wait.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So for someone out there listening with a similar health issue who is thinking about coming into the Prather practice, what advice would you give them?
I would say keep an open mind. We're all so we've been trained and raised that Western medicine and seeing MDs is the right thing, and you know what, they're great, and they have their specialties, and they're wonderful, and I have some really good doctors, but I found that they weren't getting to the root of my issue, and I think we need to look outside the box, and we need to have an open mind when you come here, and know that the methods that are being used aren't voodoo. They're real. My husband thought it was voodoo at first, and now he's seeing the results, and he's amazed. It's not voodoo. It's real. These are real tests. These are real treatments. And let's go back. If you're biblical, you know anything about the Bible. I mean, in Leviticus it talks about using everything God has given us, and the treatment is all natural. They're herbs and all natural, and that's what we're being treated with, not synthetic drugs. I mean, the other thing I would say is that I'm off of every single drug that I was on except one, and I was on 10.
Wow.
I'm off every single drug except one, because that's what was suggested to me, and I'm feeling so much better without them. So, keep an open mind. These treatments are real, and follow what you need to do, and you should be on your way. I think it really helped anybody that's struggling and has gone anywhere, everywhere, and then they've finally come here and found this practice, and like me, and you'll find, I think, the answer. I really do.
That's awesome. Well, Nancy, thank you for sharing your story, and it's really cool because your story is just beginning, so maybe we'll follow up with you here in a couple of months and see where you're at. So I appreciate for sharing, and we'll maybe talk in a couple months.
Great. In a couple months, I'm ready to lose that weight that I couldn't lose because of all the issues I had. So
well, then you come see me for weight loss,
right? That's right, exactly. That's the next thing.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.